You're watching PNN, the Parody News Network.
Hello and welcome to PNN. I'm Dan Dolph. We have breaking news at the top of the hour. With the destruction of the Nazgul, Gandalf and the hobbits have reached the safety of Minas Tirith, reuniting with the other members of the Fellowship, all of whom, except Boromir, have survived the War of the Ring. For more on how we reach this epic conclusion to an extraordinary trilogy of stories, let's go to senior correspondent Elijah. Elijah, what say you?
Oh, hey Dan.
Elijah, I owe you an apology. I can't believe I ever called this story boring and meandering.
No big deal.
I bestow upon you the honor of reporting on this epic final chapter.
I think Kate really wanted to do some of it.
Fair enough. Stand by while we go to senior correspondent Kate Ranchette. Kate.
Thank you, Dan. Well, a lot of ground to cover here. Away in the west, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Gandalf, Theoden, and Eomer rode through the forest of Fangorn to Isengard, where they met Merry and Pippin, feasting among some wreckage. They found Treebeard at the Tower of Orthanc in the center of Isengard, where Saruman was trapped. Gandalf opposed Gimli's call to kill Saruman and shattered Saruman's staff, robbing him of his power. Saruman fell to his death, landing on the spikes of a large water wheel.
And no less than he deserved. Am I right, Elijah?
No less.
All right, thank you, Kate. Let's go now to senior correspondent Sean Caston. Sean.
Thanks, Dan. Well, leaving Rivendell on her way to the Undying Lands, Arwen had a vision of Eldarion, the son she will have with Aragorn. She realized that her father lied to her when he said she and Aragorn had no future together. She returned to Rivendell and convinced Elrond that having forsaken the life of the Eldar, she couldn't leave Aragorn now. She told her father that as foretold, the time to reforge Narsil had come. Narsil, the Sword of Elendil, was the birthright of the true heir Ilsidir, the men who used the sword to cut the One Ring from Sauron's hand.
Amazing. It's just amazing. Isn't it, Elijah?
Just amazing.
All right, let's hear from senior correspondent Allie Bloom. Allie.
Well, Dan, Sam carried Frodo up to Mount Doom, but Gollum arrived and attacked them, just as the Battle of Morannon began. Gollum rendered Sam unconscious, then attacked Frodo, seizing his ring finger and biting it off. As Gollum rejoiced at finally having reclaimed his precious, Frodo charged at Gollum and they both fell over the edge of the precipice. Gollum fell into the fire with the ring, and Sam rescued Frodo as the ring finally sank into the lava and was destroyed. Sauron's eye screamed as the Tower of Barad-dûr collapsed and then exploded, forever banishing his power.
Wow. Just wow. Well, Elijah, I know Frodo realized that he would never have peace in Middle-earth and decided to go with Gandalf, Bilbo, Elrond, and Galadriel to the Grey Havens and sail to Valinor, the Undying Lands. But what happened with Sam?
I don't know. I think he went back to Bag End or something.
Hey, man! What's with you anyway?
What do you mean?
Isn't this everything you've always wanted in a PNN report?
Everyone, including Dan, is totally into this story now, and you've got a face like a slapped ass. What's the problem?
I guess now that everyone here is a fan, I'm just really not that into it.
What?
Sorry, just doesn't do it for me anymore. But hey, have you heard about Geralt of Rivia, a magically enhanced monster hunter known as a Witcher?
No. And we're not going to. Thank you for joining us this evening, ladies and gentlemen, and remember, go where you must go, and hope.
You've been watching PNN, the Parody News Network.